Another year, another brand new Discmania Cloud Breaker. This one's got Gannon Buhr's name on it, and it comes in the very cool Horizon Q-Line plastic. Now, of course, Q-Line is Discmania's take on the modified weight distribution to try to eke out a little bit of extra distance. But how does it compare to the distance drivers before it? Well, we've got, of course, the classic Innova Destroyer, and we also have the Q-Line DD3 from last year. Technically, DD3 Cloud Breaker, a little bit different. They're different molds, but very similar. We're gonna be comparing these three discs. And of course, let me know what your favorite distance driver is down below in the comments. Are you a DD3 guy? Are you a Destroyer guy? Or are you somewhere in between? Let me know, and we'll find out where the Cloud Breaker fits in all the chaos. So, let's hit the course. All right, we are starting here on a 472-foot monster of a hole. We're gonna start with the Onskogen Swirly Star Destroyer because that's my baseline. That's what I'm throwing for a lot of my distance shots lately. I really like it. It's a little lightweight, 171 grams. So it's got a little bit of understability to it. Yeah, look at all that turn in the mid-flight. Still gonna come back. For me, that's the ideal distance driver flight. You get that beautiful S-turn without a ton of effort. Now we got our two Q-Line. We're gonna start with the one from last year. This is the one celebrating Gannon Buhr's 2025 World Championship. It's pretty flat as far as like DD3 Destroyer type discs go. I haven't thrown it in like a year, so I have no recollection of how it flies. We're just gonna try to put it out pretty flat, see what happens. Put a little bit of angle on that and you can see it hold the angle. Oh, that is a rip. Pretty similar distance-wise to the Onskogen's Destroyer, maybe a little bit less distance. And now we got the brand new Premier Horizon Q-Line Cloud Breaker. That is a bit of a tongue twister. One thing, it is crazy domey. You hear that heartbeat? Has a massive pop top on it. I'll have to compare it to the other DD3 in a minute here, but I've never thrown it, so I have no idea how it flies. I've heard they're beefy though, so. Oh yeah, I put a little bit of angle on that, similar to the other DD3, and it fights out so early. I mean, still got decent distance, but yeah, that's got some hefty fade on it. And my best shot of the bunch is definitely the Destroyer, which makes sense because I've thrown the Destroyer quite a bit. I'm clocking this on UDisc at right about 396, 397, not quite the big 400. Q-Line Cloud Breaker, quite a bit shorter, only like 360-ish, because you saw that big fade at the end of the flight, whereas this Destroyer doesn't really get that kind of fade. And the World Championship, DD3 landed just a little bit to the right, just a little bit shorter than this Destroyer. But really, all three shots give us a very easy access to the easy bird. Got to tap it in with the Destroyer. That made it happen. And if you look at the profiles of the Destroyer versus the Q-Line DD3 from last year, you can see that they're pretty darn similar, both pretty flat, parting lines, similar height. The DD3 has a little bit more of a concave wing relative to the Destroyer. But then if we bring in this year's Cloud Breaker, you can see that crazy, crazy dome. I own way too many distance drivers, and honestly, this is probably one of the domiest ones that I own. We definitely got some wind out here today. Last hole, pretty swirly, not really a consistent wind in any one direction. This hole though, definitely a headwind, which is gonna make our discs behave a little bit more understable than usual. This is also all downhill, which might emphasize that turn even more. But it's a 390-foot par 3. You can see the basket, it's straight down there. The one mistake is to overturn it on the backhand into the right tree line. That's jail. You do not want to go there. It is very bad. So if I start with the Destroyer here, I'm definitely gonna have to hang it out to the left because this has some turn on it. Might even go hyzer flip because I'm scared. There's that hyzer flip. Oh, it's flipping and flipping. Look at that. The crazy turn on that. Go in the basket. That's a beauty. That's pin high. I mean, that's edge of circle. Absolutely lovely. I like my distance drivers to have a little bit of turn for that max distance line. That's why I love that Destroyer. Let's go last year's Q-Line DD3. Probably not as flippy, so I'm gonna put this one out flatter. Oh, that headwind's freaking strong now. That headwind is freaking me out, man. Oh no, that headwind just had its way with it. That headwind is just crazy. All right, well that's why we got this Cloud Breaker. This is gonna be our headwind fighter, so I think if we put this one out flatter, it should work out. Yeah, look at it fight out. Like, it just does not care about that headwind. It's gonna be pretty much pin high, but way to the left. This destroyer shot though, absolutely chef's kiss. With that said, we are gonna ditch the destroyer because we know what we got here. It's way more flippy. This basket position is not on a T sign, so who knows how far it is? Not me, but it is a hyzer through this right side, a little bit uphill, got to cross a creek. You can't put it on too much hyzer or else you're probably gonna skip way to the left, especially because we're going distance driver, but also no wind on this hole. We're in the woods now, so should be able to avoid the wind for a little bit. Starting with normal Q-Line DD3. Yeah, see that drift to the right? That's a beauty. That's gonna be parked. That's probably right underneath the basket. That one definitely has more turn than the new Cloud Breaker. And it's not even really a situation of that one being really beat in. I think the only time I've ever thrown it is in the video I did of it last year. Also, let's get the sunnies off before we pull a Matty O. I almost slipped on that throw. Yeah, look at that. Look at all of that overstability. You see, when it starts to fight out, it's ready to fight out. It's ready to start fading. We got the big skip to the left. I'm surprised how big of a difference there is between these two discs. Surprisingly, they actually pretty much went the same distance. You might be able to see Cloud Breaker at the very edge of your screen over there, but Q-Line DD3, we got the tap in. You'll love to see it. But yeah, so far, great pairing. But I like the fact that that Cloud Breaker, despite being, it's aggressively overstable, but it maintains a lot of glide still. And I think that's really a function of all this dome. Overstable without being just like crazy, dump out early, doesn't go anywhere style flight, which that's good. And if you're looking to pick up your distance driver of the future, you can do so at this channel's sponsor, Disc Golf Deals USA. They have an awesome selection of discs, and you can use my affiliate link in the description below to get 10% off your entire order, and you support the channel. So it's a pretty sick deal. But we are going to be throwing on a 484-foot par 4. It is not the basket you see straight ahead. We're going to go down to the left a little bit further because that lends itself to the overstable distance driver flight a little bit more. There's a bunch of trees though. Very easy to hit a tree in the fairway, which can get pretty ugly pretty quick. So don't want to do that. Want to get some distance, then fade to the left. It's time to put the sunnies in rip mode. Oh, come back. Come back. I thought I'd be able to flex that a little bit, but that has more turn than I keep thinking it's gonna have. I mean, if we didn't hit that tree, probably would have gotten a nice flex out and it starts going downhill. So we probably would have caught that slope nice, but really I should have just trusted on more hyzer. This is the one we need to flex. So if I have that style flight with this disc, it should work out. Yeah, there's the flex, come on out. Yep, that should be great. Don't hit anything. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Love it, very nice. Definitely didn't push up as far as I was hoping, but this does leave us with a easy angle into the putting green here. Maybe, or I just botch it. Oh yeah, that's fine, kind of. Oh, there we go. Now we've got a pretty wild hole on our hands. It's only 250 feet, but it is straight uphill. I'm talking like nearly vertical. Needs to hyzer out a little bit and move to the left at the very end of the flight. Let's start with DD3. Oh, that drift to the right. Come on back. Ooh, all right. That's gonna be like a 20-footer probably. All right, let's make the correction with Cloud Breaker. Yeah, that should be good. Don't hit that, yeah. Ooh, big skip though, big skip. We're pin high, but we are way left after that skip. Yeah, I thought throwing that thing straight uphill, it would have lost enough speed to not get that huge skip, but Cloud Breaker, way over there. DD3, we got a nice little look at the basket here. Nice little birdie for us. Now we just got a 320-foot par 3. It's straight for most of the flight, but you want something on the forehand that's gonna go through this like left side tunnel and then fade in. We don't want a huge skip. That's the problem here. Ideally, you want something that's gonna come in a little more gentle on the forehand, or just go like backhand turnover with like a putter, honestly. But you know, these ain't putters. We're just gonna go Cloud Breaker here on the forehand and try not to do a crazy skip. Or put that way too high. That's the right idea, just too high. Oh, we hit the tree. But you know, I'm also not gonna sit here and pretend like I got a good forehand, because that is not the case. Well guys, that does it for the brand new Gannon Buhr Cloud Breaker. Super cool disc. I really like the plastic. It's got great aesthetic. Definitely on the stiffer side of the spectrum, but still maintains some pretty good grip. I think it's a great headwind fighter. You know, it's got solid glide despite having a lot of overstability. Discmania said that they wanted the Cloud Breaker to be more overstable than your typical DD3, so I feel like they accomplished what they set out to do, and I'm sure Gannon is going to be absolutely crushing these on the course. For me, definitely too overstable for like my max distance shot, but still definitely has a place and a purpose, because sometimes you just need something really beefy, especially in the wind, which is pretty windy right now. So anyways guys, this video was kind of a struggle for me to make. I injured my back like 5 days ago. I strained a muscle, so I'm kind of struggling right now. Don't know how it's going to affect my videos, but here we are. We're surviving. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you consider liking and subscribing. That would be awesome. You can also follow me on Instagram at Flying Fajita Disc Golf, or Udisc Community at Flying Fajita. If you got any questions about the Cloud Breaker, the DD3, the Destroyer, let me know what those are down below. As always guys, I love you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.